Hi, and welcome to another episode of Bite Size Yoga. So today we're taking a break from actual physical poses and having a chat about mudras. So mudras are something that we incorporate into yoga practice all the time. You know, they're hand gestures, so it may be in the form of coming into Anjali Mudra in prayer position, or Chin Mudra, where you bring your thumb and forefingers together when you're meditating, or just breathing deeply. As well as throughout various poses in your yoga practice. And so today I wanted to bring it back to just what are mudras? And basically they are hand gestures. So it's the way that we, use our hands to express and communicate and allow ourselves to share energy and get energy flowing. You'll see me often when I'm doing a live or a video, I like to use my hands and it gets my energy flowing. It gets my prana flowing through my hands, which rebalances our chakras or helps to clear blockages that we might have through our chakras. And the way that mudras do this is by connecting to different elements and different parts of our body. So releasing what needs to be released. So each part of the hand is connected to a different element. And so starting with the thumb, we've got the fire element. So if you feel particularly fiery or you need to release some anger or something, then choosing a mudra that connects in with the thumb or uses the thumb as one of its main touch points can be a really powerful practice. I'm going to do a series on different types of mudras as well, and one of the ones that we use often in my yoga classes is a reflective mudra where you put your right hand on top of your left and your thumbs come together. It's called Dhyana Mudra. And this mudra, you can do a meditation practice, and the hands rest in the lap, where this mudra you can use for transforming anger or releasing anger as well. So, getting that fiery energy out and clearing that out. So the next one is our index finger, which is the element of air. And then we have our middle finger, which is ether or the space around us, followed by our ring finger. I've got to check which finger I'm on, which is the element of earth. And finally, our pinky finger, which is the element of water. And then we have the palm, which is the connection to mind. So there are so many different mudras that you can practice, but tapping into those different parts of the hand can help to release blockages, as I said, through different chakras, get your energy, your prana, your life force flowing again through your body if you feel stagnant or quite stuck perhaps, or just, you want to practice yoga, but you're just not feeling it for the day. You're feeling really exhausted, or you're feeling really just not in the mood to do a physical practice. Then maybe just doing some breathing practices with incorporating a mudra to do with a specific emotion or element that then relates to an emotion can support you in getting that energy flowing again and reconnecting to your body. So there are so many benefits of incorporating mudras, whether that's into your yoga practice, to the physical asanas, or just through meditation, through breathing pranayama practices, or even just sitting at your desk at work as part of your taking a break, is just sit there and choose a mudra and bring your hands into this mudra for a few deep breaths and feel yourself slow down and connect. And so some of the benefits of using mudras is that for starters, it gets the blood flowing and it gets movement and flexibility to your hands, your fingers, your wrists, which in our modern way of living is super important because we spend a lot of time doing this action on our phones, on our smartphones, scrolling. So it builds up, blockages and tension through our thumbs, through our palms, through our wrists, as well as typing on computers for long periods of time. Any of those sorts of things where we're using those modern technologies and our hands are not getting the same type of movement that they used to get. Our wrists are seizing up. we end up with RSI, repetitive stress injuries, things like that, from not getting that movement. So just taking a break and incorporating a mudra that perhaps gets your fingers moving, gets your wrists moving, and gets that energy and blood flow going on through your hands is super beneficial. So some of the other benefits of using mudras is that, as I mentioned, it allows you to clear out blockages. So can help with dealing with difficult emotions that may arise that you don't perhaps know how to deal with. So maybe choosing a mudra that reflects the element that you're trying to deal with or the emotions that you're trying to deal with, to help bring some clarity. So another benefit of mudras is that we get that concentration, that clarity, because we are focusing on something. We are focusing on that movement with our fingers and that connection between those parts of our hands. And it's such a small thing, it's such a small movement, so it focuses our attention, stops our mind from flitting all over the place. And finally, one of the major benefits is that it helps to encourage inner peace. So again, through finding that concentration, through getting that prana, that life force flowing, and clearing out any blockages, releasing stagnant energy from our body, we are able to get a sense of calm, get a sense of peace, and feel connected not only to ourselves, but to the greater world around us. So it could just be, people in your workplace. It could be your larger community. It could be the universe. You feel that deeper connection simply by slowing down and tapping into the power of using mudras in your practice. So that is just a brief little introduction to mudras. So there is so much more to share on this, and I look forward to sharing over the next few weeks a bunch of different practices that you can incorporate with some simple mudras, and explaining each of those. So, but for today, just even if it's a simple prayer position or coming into chin mudra, so your thumb and forefinger touching, your other fingers extended. Just those are two of the most common ones that we use during yoga class practice. So during the physical asana practice. And so even if you just, sit for a few moments, feeling that connection, feeling that energy flow, then that's a great place to start. So have fun experimenting and just taking a moment to slow down, reconnect, and feel that energy flow. And remember, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I look forward to seeing you all again next week for another episode of Bite Size Yoga.